everybody. So what we're going to do today is a little experiment with just some things you can find just around your house. The thing that made me think of this experiment was August has been studying the solar system from his school. They've been sending work home. So Augie, what is the center of our solar system?
The sun.
The sun is right. And what is the sun made up of?
Hot gas.
Hot gas. All right. So, do we know what gas it is? How do you think we know since it's so far away?
Because it's so hot.
Yeah, but how do we know what's in there?
Because we learn it.
Yeah, but how did we find out? We've never been there.
I don't know.
We can tell by looking at the lights that come off. So I'm going to tell you, we kind of know what's in a
pickle jar.
Pickle jar.
Pickle jar.
So we got just some
Pickles.
pickles.
Still
All right.
pickles.
And Andrew, how is a pickle made? What is a pickle? Where does a pickle come from?
It comes from a cucumber, and you have to pickle the cucumber
Do you know how you pickle something?
with vinegar.
Yeah, kind of. You put it in vinegar and salt.
Salt.
Okay, so we're gonna know that this is pretty salty. Do you know what makes up salt, guys?
Atoms?
Atoms, yeah, atoms. What's atoms? Does anybody know what makes up salt?
Atoms.
Yeah, which ones? Do you know which ones?
No, tiny.
Tiny ones?
Isn't it sulfur chloride or something?
Sodium.
Sodium.
Sodium and chlorine. So the way we can figure out what's in the sun is we can look at this pickle. Now, obviously the sun, I don't think the sun is made of pickles. Do you think, Augie?
No.
No, right? It's not.
It's not even close.
It doesn't look like a pickle.
Not even close.
But we can tell the same way we could tell what's in the sun by telling what's in the pickles. We're going to run some electricity through the pickle. All right? It's a good way to cook your pickles if you want a cooked pickle. You want to eat this after?
No.
No!
Pickles! I don't want to get it. Can I plug it in?
No. You could also cook a hot dog this way if you really wanted to. Okay? Should we cook hot dogs like this?
Oh, no.
No?
Yeah. Maybe we should try.
All right.
Okay.
So what's in this again? What's in the pickle? What's in the pickle?
Atoms.
Yeah, which ones? Do you remember?
So, sodium
Not oxygen, not magnesium, but
Sodium.
Sodium.
sodium and chlorine. Salt. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in. This was just a, what was this made out of?
Forks, tape, and extension cord that comes in the tube.
All right, and then you got to be really careful with this because it's electrical. So don't do this unless you got someone helping you. All right? So we're going to plug in the pickle. Don't touch it, right? So
I'll go turn off the light.
now when we run electricity through this, it's going to hit the atoms. And those atoms are going to get excited. So there's electrons in there. They're going to jump up out of their shell where they're supposed to be. And when they fall back down, they give off a whole bunch of energy. And that's kind of what happens in the sun. So every atom gives off its own special kind of light. Okay? Sodium gives off a yellow light.
Ooh, so
Chlorine gives off a green light. When you mix them together, what color do you think you get?
green.
Kind of like a bright green, like yellowish green
So that's
light.
why that's
Like the pickle.
Well, you'll see when you see the light though, it's going to be a little bit different. Okay. Now we're going to see.
Should I turn the light off?
Yeah. Do you want to turn the light up? All right. And we have the window open because this is going to get a little bit stinky.
So make sure you keep. I'm gonna go open the door.
Close the thing so.
Mommy, Daddy,
What?
can I go turn off that light?
Sure, buddy. Run.
Okay.
All right. So when we connect this, what it's going to do is going to send electricity through the pickle. It's going to shoot. Fork to fork. It's going to shoot the electrons. It's going to hit the atoms, the sodium ions and the chlorine ions, and it's going to shoot those electrons up, and then they're going to fall back. When they fall back, they give off light.
Yeah.
All right? And that's how we can see what light's coming off the sun, and that's how we can tell what atoms the sun is made up of. Okay, you ready? So you can see,
Whoa. Whoa.
you can see it starts to give off this. What color's the light?
Yellow.
Kind of a yellowish orange light. Okay, so depending on where you hit it.
Whoa,
Again, be careful. All right. So how's that smell?
Not very good.
Not very good.
I don't even smell it.
You don't smell it?
I don't smell it very much.
All right. Can you smell it cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not from over here.
So we've gone through a bunch of the juice, and the less juice there is, kind of starts to die out. But isn't that a cool light?
Yeah.
Kind of like the yellow from the sodium and green from the chlorine kind of mixed together. That gives us that bright yellow light. All right. And that's how we can figure out what's in the sun. So we know what's coming in the sun. The sun is made up of mostly hydrogen and helium.
Should I turn on the light?
Yeah, I think that's it. We're all set for today. Anybody have any questions?
Do you have it?
Any questions?
What do your shirts say?
Oh. Mine? What does mine say?
Yours says OMG, which is your periodic table symbols for oxygen and magnesium. Andrew's got on Genius. What atoms are those, Andrew?
Germanium, nickel, uranium, sulfur.
All right, mine says Nerdy. Okay.
I may be nerdy, but only periodically.
Nitrogen, erbium, and dysprosium.
Okay. Augie's, yours says
NASA.
NASA. Do you know what that is?
It's a space science.
Yeah, that's going into
And
space.
then mine says I heart science, and it has like all science stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Make sure to like
You have a question?
and subscribe. How come sun is the biggest star?
It's not the biggest star. It's
It's
just a
medium-sized.
middle-sized star. Why does it
If
look
you
so?
like
Why do you
this-
guys think it looks so? Why do you think it looks so much bigger than the other stars?
Closest to Earth.
Yeah, because it's really, really well. It's 93 million miles away,
But
but it's closer than all the other stars.
Relatively close to all the other stars.
Yeah.
Right? It's just a little medium-sized star.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so smart.
Here,
All right, say goodbye to everybody, Augie.
If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.